Hello, we're on to the A to Z and we're on B and we're looking at brain function. So, brain function, we all need a bit of brain function, don't we? Let's have a look at what we could have suggested to use for cognitive function. First protocol to me would be an essential fatty acid mix, an omega 3, 6, and 9. Terra Nova do a great oil. It's got 3, 6, 5, 7, and 9 in there. Brilliant organic oil. Vegan friendly. Viridian have got the brilliant Scandinavian rainbow trout oil, which is sustainably sourced. So again, it's very ecological and good for the environment and the planet. We're not killing anything. We're letting them, rebreed and respawn. So that would be brilliant. Super fish oil from where? From Nature's Aid. Again, another fantastic product. And there's some great research recently on CBD oil, and I'd always go with a little CBD company because the feedback has been unbelievable with that product. Genuinely unbelievable. One of the best things I ever did was bring that product into my shop. Superb. What else have we got? Okay, if you're worried about maybe a history of mental health in terms of cognitive function, so things like Alzheimer's, general memory loss and things like that, I would look at an interesting product when you look into it. Alpha lipoic acid and DMAE. That little combination, Viridian do, and I think there's another company out there do it. And that's brilliant at protecting the blood-brain barrier we have, and it protects us against free radical damage, particularly to the brain. So if you're really concerned, then look at alpha lipoic acid and DMAE. Wicked product. Then what else have we got? We've got other things. B vitamins are very good for cognitive function, believe it or not. Very good for energy, very good for stress, very good for adrenal support, very good for mood, but also good for cognitive function. So you're looking at B vitamins for adrenals, but also cognitive. So again, keep it switched on. And the other one, believe it or not, is ginkgo biloba. Sometimes it's gone out of fashion. Some things go out of fashion. Like garlic's gone out of fashion, and garlic's amazing for the immune system and other things. But ginkgo biloba is another one that's sort of gone out of fashion. Go back 15 years and everyone was taking ginkgo biloba for circulation and memory. I think the tree's called the memory tree, where they get their ginkgo biloba leaves from. So ginkgo biloba will increase the circulation to the extremities. So if you're worried about getting circulation to your brain and therefore nutrient delivery, ginkgo biloba. If you get cold fingers and feet, it's usually a circulatory problem to the extremities, ginkgo biloba. So ginkgo biloba is brilliant also, so that's definitely. And then you've got these other they're called nootropics. You'll hear this word a lot, and some of them are great and some of them are rubbish. The great ones will have things in it like serine, phosphatidylcholine, N-acetyl carnitine. So there's some really cool stuff within there. One of the ones I tend to stock in the shop and recommend because the ingredients are right and it looks good to me, and the dosages are good, is Cognitive Complex, again by Viridian. So they're kicking butt, aren't they, Viridian? I keep mentioning them. So that's kind of where I would do. If you're going to go like phosphatidylcholine or phosphatidylserine, it's quite expensive. Brilliant products, they would do work, and you can get them as a standalone product. But maybe look at the complex where you're hitting them from a complete area. The other thing they did some recent research on, and I still don't know how this works, and it was only one trial I think I heard about actually. It was in a lecture tour. Was rhodiola. Now rhodiola is one of my favourite herbs, as many people know. I take it all winter because it keeps me from the dark side. When you get down with mood and things. Down in Devon here, for example, the last 4 days it hasn't stopped raining. You may as well be in Alaska or somewhere where it's 6 months of darkness and 6 months of light. It was just been miserable and dark for 3 or 4 days. And God, rhodiola just boosts your immune system. It's great for increasing happy chemicals. It's brilliant for stress. But one trial they tried, it's like doing a memory test. So it's along the lines of they took 2 sets of people and they did what they call a double-blind crossover study. So neither group knew what they were taking. One group took rhodiola, the other group took a placebo. And they went in and they had to sort of remember sequences for a memory. So it's like going into a room and you had a load of people lined up and you go, this is made of This is John. This is Sandra. This is Mark. This is Brian. This is Bodie. And you left the room. And you waited 20 minutes. You went back in. You went, that's Sandra. That's John. The rhodiola group in that kind of scenario outperformed the placebo group significantly. What was more interesting is they left it for a few hours and then they went in. I went, that's Sandra, that's John, that's Mark, blah, 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 blah. The rhodiola group absolutely killed on memory the placebo group. So what they thought was, okay, well, they might just have been a really clever group. They might have just had this retentive value. So they left it a couple of weeks or whatever it was, and then they went in, neither group knew what they were taking, kept the same groups, reversed, give the non-rhodiola group rhodiola, like you get it. It was virtually mirror imaged the memory. So short-term memory, somehow, and again, I'm not sure why, but how, but rhodiola, rosea, Arctic root, for me, I stick to Terra novas because that's from a certain part of Siberia in Russia where rhodiola was sourced. The active ingredients, so rosabins to chadraloids, are a 3-to-1 ratio. That's exactly the sort of thing they used on the trials. It's patented out there, so you know you're not going to go far wrong with Terra nova rhodiola because it's the real deal. The other one I get some brilliant results with is the Viridian rhodiola as well. Another one is the Nature's Aid. So there's a few out there, there's loads out there. Just be wary, and you know, if it's a couple of quid difference, go with either the Terra Nova, the Nature's Aid, or the Viridian over others. To me, that's where I would put my money anyway, and that's where I do put my money. So that's brain function, and yeah, I hope that was of some use to you guys that were worried about cognitive function and memory. Cheers now, bye.